What we do here is go back.
Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Donkey of the Day for Friday, October 28th goes to police in Bullhead City. Bullhead City is a city in Arizona who we probably have never ever mentioned on Breakfast Club before, but they are getting their first mention on Donkey of the Day like this. Apologies, Bullhead City. I wish we didn't have to meet like this, but your police are tripping.
We've had perceptions in the past that have had conflicts of interest and that have used that position to benefit themselves.
And you know, the Bullhead City area and the larger Mojave County around it, unfortunately, has a lot of poverty in it.
Standing here in a town of 40,000 people with a city council and a city manager, and I've got some issues that need to be addressed. There's nothing covered up that won't be revealed. We've been doing some digging, and we found a check for $104,000 for Pawan Agarwal for severance pay. Did you all know that? Us taxpayers didn't know we paid him $104,000. And I think as part of a citizen and a taxpayer, who works for who? There has to be transparency. City budget and you look at the pay scales for the department's heads, it's confidential. You can't even find out what there is. I would like to see the city publish pay scales for every person here in town, because in a town of 40,000 people, it's ludicrous to have somebody getting $120,000 a year salary.
As Toby mentioned, the system of government that we have here, the fact that our city is so transparent and so respondent to the citizens' needs and wants.
When most of us here are on Social Security, barely making it by, have to rely on the food banks to subsidize our income. And all this stuff, you know, there's momentum building and building and building for people who want to know exactly what's going on here in town. There has to be transparency.
There could be the perception of impropriety.
Today I want to talk to you about truth.
A lot of police around the country trip, but this trip right here isn't just a trip, it's a stumble.
With the people. Well, I'm just telling you this, Robert, because you are going to lead us. And you're angry with me. I'm not angry with you at all. I'm angry about everything that is happening in general. And I'm telling you that these people, if you have any inclination whatsoever that these people are people that can lead this organization in the right direction, I'm telling you right now that you need to reevaluate those thoughts if you have them, because they aren't the right people, and that's why I'm going to test.
Well, Scott, actually, you said you're going to test because you don't want somebody else to make it. That's the wrong reason. You say you want to test because you're angry about all these things.
No.
You should want to test because you feel like you've got what it takes to make this department great. That's what you should be wanting to test.
There's no question. I don't have to tell you that, Robert. You know that. You know that I have what it takes.
You're telling me.
No, but I'm telling you that's some of the reasons.
Here's the problem, Scott. You're angry about all this stuff. My heart goes out to you because you're carrying around this burden about things that can't be changed. Okay? Yeah. You should want to say, look, that system's gone. If you
As Toby mentioned, the system of government that we have here, the fact that our city is so transparent and so respondent to the citizens' needs and wants.
And you know, the Bullhead City area and the larger Mojave County around it, unfortunately, has a lot of poverty in it.
And so respondent to the citizens' needs and wants.
We're all just getting driven into the poorhouse, and we've got to come up with a better solution.
And so respondent to the citizens' needs and wants.
And what happened to the rest of our grant money, why the roads weren't finished? That's what I would like to know, and so would a lot of other people in Old Bullhead.
As you all know that have been around a bit, in 2010 this was depleted. When I started here, like I said, not just because of me.
Now, we definitely know that we have the elitist group that live in the nice areas of town, and those of us that live in the areas of town with no street lights, high crime, and all that kind of stuff. So it's hard for sometimes you to be empathetic to our needs.
And so respondent to the citizens' needs and wants.
Our schools are in tough shape. We got a high crime rate. We got addiction problems. We got a lot of problems here in town. And you guys are the one that can address the problems and make priority on how to change things here in town.
I'm thankful to work for a system like that.
Just wonder, when you guys go home, you drive north and go to your nice houses, but if you go south, like on Hancock, Marina, or any of those ancillary streets down there, the roads are in terrible condition. And we call the city, and they're said there's no money to repair the roads. We put topical seal on there. It's like a Band-Aid on an open wound. It doesn't do any good at all.
I first want to thank City Manager Cotter for your amazing leadership and your vision for this city.
And you know, the Bullhead City area and the larger Mojave County around it, unfortunately, has a lot of poverty in it.
And I see that we pay our city manager $70,000 more than what the governor of Arizona makes. There's some stuff wrong here. It's the we the people of the United States in order to form a more perfect union. It's we the people. You need to listen to what the people want of Bullhead City. It's not what you guys want. Because you guys have spent tens of millions of dollars on stuff that the people really didn't want. And you're going to be held accountable for that.
I'm thankful to work for a system like that.
And then finally, investing in our employees. One thing this city council has done a fantastic job of in the years that I've been your city manager is investing in your employees.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Your top asset is the professional staff you have and the 300 plus employees that work for the city. You have top-notch people working for this community.
Toby, y'all have been drug tested randomly?
Don't let anybody ever tell you anything different.
Drug test tomorrow morning, please. Random.
The following is a public service message from Pathological Liars Anonymous.
This is a great staff, great directors, very honest and hardworking people.
Hello, my name is Tommy Flanagan, and I'm a member of Pathological Liars Anonymous.
That every day make sure that the wheels of government spin. And I think most people wake up and just expect, the community to be running, water, sewer, our partners who run the other utilities. You call 911, someone's going to answer, someone's going to respond.
Just a quick update from the September power outage we had. We did some analytics just to see what the community was saying and when they were saying it, and overall I think the community fared very well. Now there's been some criticism here in the council chambers at the podium and other places which I don't think is shared by the community, and I'll show you why. So between September 4th and the 13th, there were more than 25,000 comments left on social media from our residents. 25,000. That's just not a like or a share. That's comments. And of those, there were significant positive comments. Over 2,367 were actually gratitude and appreciation for.
I'm a member of Pathological Liars Anonymous.
But overall, the public, more than 15,000 comments, positive and appreciative.
Let's say there's 100 poor people and the 100 poor people spend their money. What do they spend it with? Businesses. Who owns businesses? Rich people. So now each one rich person who owns a business gets 10 poor people's money or 20 poor people's money. Amazon, their stock price went up 30%. Why? Because people were getting stimulus checks and spending it on Amazon. It all went to the rich guy. And then they go, oh yeah, but what about they invest it? Invest it where? Invest it in the stock market? That increases the stock price. Who owns the company? Rich people. You've made them richer. It always ends up back with the rich people. You cannot stop it.
As you can see, all of these are up, which is a direct reflection of the state of Arizona. This isn't anything Rudy and I necessarily can control. This is living in one of the largest revenue generating states in the country, and we benefit when Arizona benefits when it comes to these shared revenues.
And the Bullhead City area and the larger Mojave County around it, unfortunately, has a lot of poverty in it.